Anyway, what were we talking about?
Well, you were giving us some revelations of things that you learned last week.
Okay.
Or last night about, people that we haven't seen or heard from. And
right. Well, okay, so I told the Jackal story.
Right.
Then there's been a mystery in this show for a while of what happened to the almighty Poop Finger.
Right. We literally have not seen him in the chat room in several years.
Yes, almost 10 years probably at this point.
I don't think it's been 10 years, but it's been quite a few years.
It's been at least 6, 7.
Could be.
Well, I mean, dude, if we do the math, anything before I left the show is 6 years plus.
True, because you've been here for 3 and you were gone for 2.5.
Yeah, so everything else is 6 years.
Right.
Or further.
Right.
Well, I found out Poop Finger was at the show last night.
Okay.
Ran into me. He's much bigger than he used to be.
Bigger as in?
Like beefier, but not fat necessarily. I mean, he had some weight on him, but not fat, but large. Like, don't fuck with me large.
Okay, like he's working out large?
Not necessarily working out, but maybe had a reason to beef up type of a look.
Okay.
And there is a reason that he had to beef up.
All right.
Because apparently the reason we haven't heard from Poop Finger is that he did a little time.
All right.
I don't know what for. I didn't have the balls to ask. But he said, I asked him, I said, how come you haven't been in the chat room in forever? He's like, well, I kind of went to jail for a while.
Kind of went to jail for a while. Okay.
And then when he got back, he didn't have a computer anymore.
All right.
And I was like, oh, all right. Well, you're welcome back anytime, dude.
Sure.
So there's that piece. There's that mystery solved.
Now, why have we not heard that from, say, like Michael Hannon or somebody?
Well, speaking of Michael Hannon, let's go to our next point.
Okay.
I heard a rumor about American Dog.
All right.
I heard that they are out at a minimum on a hiatus and on a maximum done.
Really?
Yes. Michael cut his hair.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, cut all his hair off, got a regular job. The rumor that I'm hearing is that the Tesla thing didn't give them the break that they wanted to, and that was kind of the breaking point. That was the make or break.
Wow, I was not aware of that.
Was the Tesla tour. So, and I went to his website today just to take a look, and yeah, there has not been an update since like the December.
Okay. Because I did hang out with them last fall.
Yeah, so that was on the Tesla tour.
Wow.
And I guess that was kind of the end point. So I'm hearing. Now, again, we haven't heard it from Michael. I'm sure we could call Michael and he'd come on and talk about it.
Sure.
I'm sure he would, and maybe we should. But that was a revelation that I was unaware of, and I don't think you were aware of it either, were you?
Nope. Did not know a thing about that.
And then last but not least, I learned, and this is the big shocker of all shockers, you know who quit drinking? This is a big stunner.
Somebody who quit drinking?
Yeah.
Somebody that I know personally?
You know him personally, big fan of the show, big participant of the show.
Really?
Yeah. And known for his drinking like I drink.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm at a loss, so you're just going to have to tell me.
The mighty Omam.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently he much like I was told I better start sleeping, he was told he better stop drinking.
Is that a fact?
Yeah.
Liver problems or something?
Something to that effect. I don't want to get into his whole health history,
yeah, well, sure.
But basically it was a stop it or else type of a moment.
Wow.
So, and he looked healthy.
Yeah.
I've never seen him look that healthy.
Booze is tough on your system, man.
Yeah, it is. But he looked healthy. He looked, looked like he lost about 30 pounds. Looked healthy.
Well,
Still
good.
had the big beard.
Well, good.
But yeah, he looked healthy, and me and him were cutting up, telling all kinds of stories. He was telling me he told me the best drinking story, yes, and I won't go and tell his story because it won't be as good. But he had me in tears, dude. It was the kind of story that we should have on this show.
Right.
He was talking about he was so drunk that he went to take a piss and he woke up pissing in his neighbor's fucking weeds or something and didn't know how he got there. He felt like he transported
wow.
Star Trek or something.
Wow.
Didn't know what happened. Just blacked out.
That's pretty bad.
I was like, God damn, dude.
See, that's probably one of the biggest deterrents for me personally, why I've never got into that.
Yeah.
Because I never want to be at a point where I'm like not in control of my faculties and know where I'm at and being blacked out and doing shit that, I did that.
Well, you don't drink the right stuff to do that anyway.
Yeah, but still, it's just not a thing. That does not appeal to me at the least.
You'd have to. I mean, that is definitely a whiskey thing there, or a tequila thing. There's no amount of wine that gets you fucking blackout drunk, as far as I know. And I've drank a shit ton of wine.
Sure. Since
you got me hooked on it.
Right.
I mean, you remember some of those parties where I was walking around with a fucking gallon jug of wine, spilling it all over the house and drinking it,
right.
Straight out the gallon.
Sure.
But even that, I didn't get blackout drunk from that. So. But yeah, those were my revelations from the show last night.
Yeah.
Definitely interested in seeing a bunch of people I hadn't seen in a while, and certainly was cool seeing John Bush and Joey Vera. That was fucking awesome.
Sure. Well, just to run into somebody like Poop Finger and go, yeah, I just went away to jail for a while.
No, just all casual about it.
I just did time.
Yeah, I had to do some time, so I dropped out of the show.
Right.
Came back, I didn't have a computer anymore.
Yeah, so, whatever.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, you did get an opportunity to, hook up with Joey Vera and John Bush. And so what did you do? Did you whip out the old Spreaker app and record an interview with them?
Spreaker recording app, absolutely.
Nice. Well, good for you.
That thing works great, dude. I mean, I don't know if you listened to it at all. I did have to go back and boost it, but I think it's because I wasn't thinking straight, and I was pointing the front of my phone at them, and the microphone's on the back of my phone.
Right.
So I think it would have been louder if I'd have pointed the phone the other way. So I did have to boost the audio a little bit, but it fucking sounds almost as good as doing it with a microphone.
Right. Absolutely.
So. Not bad.
Right.
Boy, these guys are not letting up on you.
Well, you keep exacerbating it. You keep going right ahead.
Yeah, just give it a couple years and she'll be of age.
Sure. All right, dude. Well, let's jump into this interview that you did with John Bush last night.
All right.
And find out what the mighty Armored Saint is up to, and so on and so forth. So. Let's get into some Armored Saint here. This one is the March of the Saint exclusively here.
On your classic metal show.